publicity. I started publicity because I actually realized that there was like a lack of diversity, and I was getting too much struggle to actually get myself in media. I used to own, and I still own, a tech company. That was my first big project, my little baby, young entrepreneur. I have a lot of dreams and I want to get out there. So I put everything that I could into them. The tea, the product was amazing. It is an amazing product because, not because it's mine, but now it was like I have to be realistic. Like if you want people to know you, you got to put some media. You have to be out there. You have to be in magazine, in blogs, and not just in the little one, everywhere. So I wanted to be there. So I decided to invest into a couple of PR agency, to get my product published. But and then I realized that no one could understand me. It was most of the time it was like they're gonna put me into a black hundred blogs or black magazine, and I have nothing against it. I like it, but for me, it wasn't a tea made by black people for black people. It
Mm-hmm.
was a beverage made for tea lovers, and I was
Mm-hmm.
starting being frustrated. Like, why you only direct me to my brother and sister, because this is for everyone. You have to be inclusive over here. I'm not making a product for just, for a certain people. It for everyone. It was just for us. I I felt like I was most of the time marginalized and most of the time targeted, put in a box. I hated that. So I decided to actually reach out directly to magazine because I was like, I want to be in Vogue magazine. I don't want to be only like in Ebony of Essence, which are amazing magazine, for us. But at the end of the day, I want to be everywhere because, as a team, my brand was for everyone. So I start reach out to everyone. I start like, to doing my own PR. I took some lesson. I learned online. I read a lot of blogs about it. I reach out to people. I took advice from people who did it before. And, I just decided, and it worked really well. I end up being Vogue magazine, Vanity Fair magazine, and others, big publication, and everything started by itself because, and then I wanted to help all the small businesses because I realized that, a lot of small business actually had the same issue. Like they want to get some PR. First of all, they don't have the budget because it was like 5,000, 6,000 or more. And when you're a small business, you don't have that kind of money all the time. And even when you get the money, you're not sure about the results. And that's the issue. Like PR agency will literally tell you, yes, invest that, but we're not sure like you're gonna get like 6 or 10 magazine or wait, or you even gonna get published because we're gonna pitch you. And that's it. And it's frustrating. Like you're telling me I'm actually gonna get everything that I have right now as money, and you do not even guarantee me any result, which was very frustrating. That's why I decided to open dope publicity because I think all the businesses, small businesses, are dope and deserve to be seen, especially the one hundred black by black people or women. So this is how dope publicity was born.
Hey, I love it. I love the story because it's rooted in solutions. Like you
Exactly.
you saw the problem and you seen it for yourself. Like you didn't just sit there though. Like, okay, you went and got PR because you were trying to grow your brand. Because one
Mm-hmm.
thing you said a lot of major things in there. First off, like you with that being marginalized, like and them only allowing you to target our people, that is problematic in that because like
A big
we
problem. Yeah.
we love saying like we want to support black business and buy black, but that doesn't mean we can only sell to black people. Like you can sell to
Exactly.
anybody.
Yes.
Like that's the
Exactly.
whole point of making a product or a service. You make a great product or service so that you can sell to anyone. So I love that like you seen that they were trying to stop it and you just started your own. You like well first you went through the steps yourself, you went through the process yourself, and once you gained that
Exactly.
knowledge then you started your own and offered the service for others. So I do want
Yes.
to just kind of hop into it more now. Like, so what exactly is a publicist?
Well, I would say a publicist is someone who gonna actually make the relation between you and any journalist, editor, publication who actually it's actually more the public relation. So I'm gonna take out the relation that you're supposed to have to grow your business. Sometimes it's more than just like media. It can be collaboration with another brand. It can be like collaboration with a retailer. Like you actually just gonna public you, make you public, in the eyes of people who need to see you, in the eyes under the eyes of the right people. So a publicist is literally your best friend when you want to grow your business. It's the person that knows people you need to know. I'm gonna connect you with them.
So does anybody in business need a publicist, or just who would require a publicist? Anybody who's just trying to get their face out?
Well, I would say no. It really depends on the needs you have and the goal you want to achieve with the business. Not all the business are good for publicists, because like I said, sometimes it's wasting money. Some business can just be out there by themselves because if you want to have a small community, but if you're trying to go big and really, go viral or public or reach out some certain like a specific target, and you don't know how, then you should actually hire a publicist who actually going to help you achieve your goal in a better way. But if some people just want to be local, and that's fine. And then, they may not need a publicist to be local, you know what I mean? But if you want to be national, or if you're really trying to go big, and then I would say, yeah, you have to make sure, like, of what is your goal over here. Because like I said, publicity costs money. So if you're a small business and you're trying to go local, don't try to go with a publicist. You can do that by yourself. You can reach out to local journalists or newspaper or bloggers, it can work. But if you really have, like, you want to go bigger, you actually trying to get your business into big publication, or you're trying to have some type of collaboration, then yes, you should call a publicist.
Okay,
So
that's really what you got,
when
Kelly.
I was just gonna ask, whenever you hire a publicist, what are the kind of the returns that you may get from hiring someone to do the publicity for you, the public relations?
Well, if you hire a publicist, you should expect first of all to get some publication, to have more press release, more publication for your business or yourself. Meaning, you should bring more awareness around you. It can be like more followers on your Instagram, more visit on your website, or more sales. You should get that type of result, because if you get published in magazine, and then the return should be like, people know more about. But I would say you should expect having more than one, because if you only get one publication or two, it's not worth it. Because you have to really go like into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 publication, or even 3, 4, 5 a month, so people get used to your brand. That's why we always say don't hire publishers for 1 month. You should go minimum of 3 months. So the more people see you, the more they get familiar with you, the more they get used to you, and the more they can actually turn into a customer or a client. So 3 to 6 months, you should expect definitely have some type of difference between when you started and when you finish it.
Okay, so excuse me. So as a publicist, your main role is more so creating brand awareness, or do you also, like, as a publicist, help create that strategy to, like, turn those new people into customers?
Yes, it's definitely both. What we do at the Publicity, we're actually going to start with the branding. We're going to like study your branding and see how your brand look, because like I say, not all the brand are worth to be in the media. Sometimes I would advise, I don't want people to change who they are or change their branding, but I would advise you to change the branding, because sometimes you got bigger issue than, and that's why you're not getting the awareness that you need. Sometimes you don't need a publicist. You don't know that. You think you do, but you maybe need like a better marketing, a better branding. So I will start by studying your branding. If you look good, if your brand look good, sometimes I will change the whole thing, rebranding, and then I will focus on the story. Do you have like a newsworthy story? It's sad to say, but your story needs to be newsworthy. Like, right now we're talking about, I don't know, election. We want to support Black businesses. We want to support, it's winter. Let's say it's winter, it doesn't have to be cultural or political, but it's winter. So if you're trying to sell a bathing suit right now, I would say, no, wait a little bit, or go or target maybe the Caribbean, or a summer place, a sunny place. But it's just like depend. I would probably study your case, and then I would write a story around your brand and your case. And we don't pitch. Most of the time we're actually going to select some bloggers and journalists that I know that they're probably just going to be interested to your story, because just pitching you sometimes is not worth it. We're going to send it to like 100, 200 journalists and get no answers. It doesn't even make sense. Everyone is losing his time over here. So I reach out personally to like a couple of journalists, and then I pitch like in person, and then I send a press release. So I guarantee you're actually gonna get something out of there.
I like that strategy.
I like that too. And I kind of want to go back to like, when did you know that you wanted to take this full time? When did you figure out, I really want to start public dope publicity and really just start helping out people who are not getting out there? Like, was it a certain campaign you ran for yourself? You're like, you know what, I did really well with this. I think this is my calling.
Yeah, it was definitely when I ran my own campaign. And trust me, like it wasn't easy because I didn't really know. But I started being very frustrated when I was running my campaign and see the lack of diversity in media. And I was like, why this is happening? How come? But by me pushing and like really like pushing things and just having my voice hurting over there, I was like, I want to do this for other people because I heard like everyone was in my fix. Everyone was actually in pain. All the small businesses. I have a lot of friends, who are entrepreneurs that sell like different type of product, candles, jam, they know foods, they sell clothes, but it's the same struggle. Like you're gonna lose your time reaching out to 1,000 of journalists and not getting anything because most of the time, what, they don't even look at your brand. If you don't have like a big name with that, or if you don't have the money for that, then don't even look at your brand. So the way I got actually into Vogue magazine, I literally erased them. Like I call them, email them every day. Sometimes they're like, yeah, we get your email. I said, did you get my email? Yes, we got your email, Jeanne. We're actually gonna get back. No, you're not gonna get back to me. Actually start like, oh, I'm actually over the next Monday. I can come to your office. It was like, what? You
Yeah,
want to come to your
yeah.
office?
I'm at
I
the
said, yeah,
door.
I actually live. Yeah, well, I live close to Condé Nast. I'm actually not available on Monday. Is that on one of you available? And then the girl answered, say, what did you say? I was like, I'm coming. They were like, you don't need to come. Send back the product. I was like, yeah, I'm sending you the product. I was sending my product every Monday in the morning. It was like, oh, did you try my tea? I got to just like go thorough me. And then one girl reached me and she said, are you gonna, if we publish you, are you gonna stop reaching out? I say, yes, if you publish me, I swear I'm gonna stop reaching out. And she was like, you know what? I actually have like a lot of admiration for you. So let me get that article for you. I was like, yes, thank you. So it was literally harassment. Like, I'm not gonna ask everyone to do that because not always a good idea, but never give up. I didn't give up. I knew what I want. I wanted to be in Vogue, and I was like, no matter how, I'm gonna get that. So then I wanted to do that for everyone else.
It pays to be persistent. If there's anything
It
to
pays,
learn
trust
from that
me, it
story,
pays. Yeah.
and Jeanne, I'm sorry. I want to go back more into your strategy again because you touched on it again,
Yeah.
and I really like it because I think it's something that people should think about, like just with business in general, like how specific and targeted you saying what you're doing with these PR campaigns. So instead of just blast emailing people, correct? You're sending these things down to like specific niche type
Yes.
audiences, right? So like,
Yes.
how do you kind of identify these types of things? Like, how do you find these different bloggers for different niches for these different products?
Well, like I said, let's say you like in the food industry, or you like, I don't know, model, like food industry, more easier. Then you want to be in magazine like Bon Appetit, right? Like Food Network, those type of magazine. You don't want to lose your time emailing everyone else because this is your niche, this is your goal. So I'm actually gonna go online if I or don't already have the contact. Sometimes I already have the contact, and when one journalist, because there is a lot of turnaround, everyone. Just gonna ask someone, oh, I know you used to work there. Can you actually connect me with that people? Then I would do. But if not, like people really, you can just go online and find a contact. Once again, it's like you go maybe like on Bon Appetit, take like if you're selling like tea like me, I'm gonna go like and find like an article about tea, see who wrote the article, click on her name and find her on Twitter. You find all of them, Twitter, Instagram, and then same, email her, DM her, don't give up. comment under the picture. I actually DM you. I know you didn't see it yet, but I know you're gonna see it now. And said to me, that's it.
No, that's great though, because
Yeah,
once again, it speaks to that persistence. But I like how you also said, I'm going to find out who's doing the writing, because a lot of time, whenever people are trying to get marketing, they think, oh, I need to email the company.
No.
But like you said, once you figure out who's writing, hey,
Exactly.
I got direct access to this person now.
Exactly. Why you wanna reach out to the magazine when you can actually reach out directly to the journalist, the one who actually supposed to write your story? Reach out to her, talk to her, tell her, and then if she say no, it's fine, but ask her, why did you say no? What's wrong with my story? So you can actually get better, and then reach out again until the story get better. Because sometimes like, yeah, it's not actually aligned with what I'm writing right now. I was like, what are you writing right now? Tell me. I'm gonna make it worthy for you. That's it.
I like it. I like how you're you're not going for the no. You're just like, okay,
I
what do I
never
gotta do
don't say
to get
no.
it
Like
done?
really, if there is something with me, I don't take no for answer. Don't even try that, because whenever you say no today, I'm like, okay, fine, but tomorrow you see me again. And then the next day again, until you say yes, because you get tired of me, right? So you want to say yes.
And the next day, hey.
And the next day again. Until I get
I
the
love
yes.